Upon concluding the shoot, Hyunji and a staff member showered him with compliments and presented him with several gifts, praising his outstanding performance. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, a father switched on Jun's mukbang video to encourage his son to eat. Their viewing experience was interrupted by an advertisement inserted into the video. The ad showcased the Elephant series baby food, featuring SeoJun holding the tub. Intrigued by the product, they searched online, only to discover that it had already sold out, leading to disappointment. However, for SeoJun, this signified the success of his advertisement. In the subsequent scene, we meet Eun-hae, who proudly recounted SeoJun's shoot to her mother. She proudly spoke about the praises SeoJun received while filming the ad. The grandmother was equally as excited to hear this, but she wasn't very tech-savvy and therefore couldn't navigate YouTube. Eun-hae found herself puzzled by this, assuming her younger brother Chan would have shown their mother the ad. Upon inquiring about her brother, she learned that he had become the new acting director of a recently established entertainment company named Coco Entertainment. Feeling annoyed, she decided to call him to ask about his whereabouts. While making the call, she handed SeoJun his Lich King doll to keep him occupied. After conversing with her mother, who appeared concerned, Eun-hae was boiling with anger. Chan answered the call, initially unaware of the caller's identity. Eun-hae's ire intensified upon discovering that her own younger sibling hadn't saved her number in his phone. She reprimanded him for this oversight and expressed her worries about their mother being concerned for his well-being. He explained that he had been engrossed in managing his newly established company. Eun-hae urged him to visit their mother and later come see them, emphasizing the importance of saving her number. Regardless of their phone conversation, she felt elated for her sibling, who had finally secured a job. Later, when the family was all gathered together, SeoJun's mother went through her emails to find out an email that asked SeoJun to appear in an online broadcast, something similar to a variety show. When she opened the email, she was surprised that the sender was none other than Coco Entertainment. The email was sent by none other than her brother Chan, who detailed that after finding the baby mukbang channel they wanted to recruit him to shoot a variety show. After reading this, Eun-hae was burning with rage on how he couldn't recognize his own nephew. Eun-hae then called her brother Chan again, informing him that she was calling in response to the email inquiring about the YouTuber baby Jun. SeoJun tries to make some noise to save his uncle from the impending doom. However, he was swiftly stopped by Minjun. Chan from the other end of the phone recognized the call as Jun's mother proposing a discussion, which he agreed to. She requested Sean's presence at his sister's apartment, which surprised him. Enraged at his confusion, she yelled at him for not even being able to recognize his own nephew, a revelation that dawned on Chan. The boy from Channel Jun was his nephew. Further, Eun-hae also grilled him for still not saving her number. Eun-hae's wrath reverberated throughout the office, and colleagues exchanged hushed murmurs. He swiftly made his way to his sister's place, hoping to return safely. Upon arrival, Chan offered a gift to SeoJun. She suspiciously questioned if it was a bribe, to which Chan agreed. She demanded to see if he had finally saved her contact information, which Chan also confirmed, showing her the proof on his phone. After seeing this, Eun-hae granted him permission to enter. SeoJun was glad that his mother's anger was appeased. After chatting for a bit, it was revealed that Chan was working overtime at his newly established company and they were severely understaffed. He was preparing for his company's idol group to debut soon but struggling to book a music performance at a broadcast. He further explained if everything went well the idol group debut, and if not they would flop and he would have more chances to return home. While SeoJun relished eating the snacks that Uncle Chan bought him, Minjun inquired about the variety show, and Chan explained its connection to a struggling boy band. Despite their limited popularity, they secured a slot on a music program as a last-minute replacement. Chan therefore planned on using SeoJun's popularity to focus some attention on the boy group. Minjun approved, and SeoJun signaled his agreement, his excitement evident. After agreeing to the variety show, the parents started flirting, excited about their alone time away from SeoJun after a long time. Meanwhile, at Coco Entertainment's office, someone was checking out SeoJun's online presence and was surprised to find out that SeoJun had sold out a product with his ad. This individual was Kevin Kim, the Korean-American rapper from the boy band Brown Black. He was scolded for using English again by the main vocalist of the team, Park SeoJun. The leader Hwang Yejuan, who was listening to the banter, was too sleepy to deal with his and brushed off the complaint, focusing on their upcoming shoot with SeoJun in 3 days. They were studying a children's picture book to narrate to baby SeoJun later when the main dancer Choi Soo-yeon inquired about his task. SeoJun asked him to go purchase a toy that SeoJun would love. He got a credit card from Jin, who asked about the spending limit, but found out there wasn't any. Yet, his happiness didn't last long since he realized that if SeoJun turned down the toy, Choi wouldn't be able to use electronics anymore. On the day of the filming, Chan guided the prepared band members into the room with cameras. The cameras being there made everyone a bit more excited and nervous. They encouraged each other and went into the room. SeoJun's parents were introduced to Brown Black and they were curious about the band's name. For Chan, the name had a special meaning as its abbreviation meant bubble in Korean. Minjun introduced himself, and Chan said Eun-hae was his sister, which reminded the band members of the woman who had argued with the director earlier. Her pleasant appearance caught everyone's attention, which was unlike the usual image of a director. They were just as different as Beauty and the Beast. Chan introduced another guest, Dr. Kim Hyoriol, a pediatrician. Eun-hae was surprised to see this, inquiring why would he call a pediatrician. Chan then informed her that it was to ensure it was for SeoJun's safety, as he would be filming for 48 hours without his parents. Having a doctor around would help reduce stress and reassure the parents. Eun-hae, she hadn't expected him to plan so thoroughly, and complimented him. To which he revealed that it was the team member Park SeoJun's idea. Minjun asked Park SeoJun to try to hold SeoJun. SeoJun's eyes gleamed with excitement as he saw a new person. Jin seemed uneasy while holding SeoJun, causing the baby to almost cry. Seeing Jin struggle, Minjun showed the right way to hold a baby comfortably. SeoJun visibly relaxed as he was held more comfortably. SeoJun, who was not in a very good mood, squealed in excitement. This new expression sent the boy band into a frenzy. They asked the parents why the baby was making such sounds. Eun-hae clarified that SeoJun was just laughing, but the boys were already flustered. Chan, who was watching this scenario take place from the sidelines, thought that this show was going to go well as they were hilarious from the very start. He was glad that cameras were already set up before the boys arrived, and Dr. Kim had also captured the footage of the baby. Chan asked Dr. Kim to hand over the camera, but she was intimidated by Chan's towering build. Dr. Kim's reaction reminded Chan of his imposing demeanor and nervously apologized. Meanwhile, the boys were flustered over Jun's enthusiastic laughing while they were scrambling to find a solution. Chan informed them that SeoJun was simply laughing because they were being funny. Laughing so much caused SeoJun to tear up. This sent the boys into a frenzy, and they asked the doctor for assistance as the baby was crying. Just 10 minutes had passed, and the boys were already tired. Eun-hae showed them a special book that she and Minjun had made. This book had information about SeoJun to help him get comfortable with them. It had details about SeoJun's daily schedule and other necessities. All of SeoJun's favorite toys, like the mythical dragon and the orc, were safely kept in his parents' car. They didn't want to bring those big toys to the event as they were hideous to look at. Yejin informed them that they had gotten new toys and dolls for SeoJun. However, SeoJun would not be satisfied with normal dolls. Minjun advised them that SeoJun knew when it was time to eat very accurately and would start crying if he delayed his meals. SeoJun nods cutely, seemingly agreeing to his. Eun-hae excitedly informed them that it was mealtime for SeoJun and asked them who wanted to try feeding SeoJun. 2 boys rushed to volunteer, while Jin and Kevin were left behind in surprise. With Yeonhee's help, the boys prepared the baby food while Minjun introduced SeoJun to the other 2 boys. When Eunhae and the others brought the freshly made formula, they were surprised to find that Kevin had become a human chair for SeoJun to sit on. While SeoJun was having a good time and his eyes were sparkling with joy, Kevin on the other hand had no life in his eyes. While the other members laugh and make fun of Kevin, the alarm rings indicating it is SeoJun's feeding time. SeoJun enjoys eating his formula. The boy band looks at him in awe, impressed with his mukbang abilities. When the boys turn around to ask for further instructions, they find out that SeoJun's parents are no longer in the room. Chan grinned and said that their 48 hours with SeoJun had begun. Everyone was shocked and screamed. The night before, Minjun and Eunhae had carefully written down SeoJun's daily routine. It seemed simple: eat, play, sleep, and then do it all over again. But for Eunhae, it was a lot of work. She tried really hard to find fun things for SeoJun to do. Minjun voiced his concerns that he thinks SeoJun no longer enjoys his playtime with his dad. SeoJun admits that he got caught as it has gotten a bit boring for him. With new people coming the next day, Minjun hoped there would be excitement. With idols who could sing and dance, SeoJun would probably have a great time. In Chan's opinion, the boys have been trainees for a long time, so their individual performances are good. However, Chan thinks that there might be something that is missing. SeoJun too hopes that everything works out for his uncle Chan and his mother. He also ponders on what could the idol group be missing. Later in the library, SeoJun looked around to find a skill. Finally, he found the orchestra conductor's connection. He was glad, as this would help people with music-related skills. While the camera is recording, Hwang Yejin acts as a host to start introducing everyone with a lot of energy, and even SeoJun laughs and claps very enthusiastically. He was already enjoying the show's atmosphere. They introduced SeoJun as the main character of the show. One of the boys shared details about when SeoJun was born, which is March 10th, and he is 8 months old already. They also revealed that he already has 2 bottom teeth and how much he liked dolls. How cute, I am melting. Next, Yejin handed the mic to the group's very own SeoJun to introduce Brown Black to Jun. SeoJun cleared his throat and introduced himself as Park Seojin and revealed that he was the leader and the main vocalist of the team. He then realizes that SeoJun might not understand what he is trying to say, as Jun is still a baby. He then elaborated on his position. Jun cutely tilts his head in confusion. This made the rest of the team members laugh at him. They then agreed to introduce themselves simply for Jenny. Hwang Yejin then introduced himself as the second best singer in the group. He also introduced Kevin, who moved to Korea from LA. Lastly, he introduced Choi Seon, who can destroy anyone in dancing. Choi Seon offered to perform for SeoJun, however, he was quickly shut down by Uncle Chan. Jun claps his hand, excited to see him dancing the next time. Soon the alarm rang, indicating that it was SeoJun's nap time. SeoJun goes to find him a blanket while Kevin gently and carefully places the baby on his futon, telling him to sleep soundly and wake up soon. Suddenly, we see a mischievous twinkle in SeoJun's eyes. He then slaps Kevin on his face with his baby palms. This activated the skilled orchestra conductor's connection. This skill lets the beings that are connected with the conductor have their music skills boosted by 1.3 times according to their sense of bond. And you can use them on 4 people maximum. SeoJun was happy to see it working but didn't mean to slap Kevin. Kevin, on the other hand, seems ecstatic, getting to the conclusion that SeoJun's action must be because he really likes Kevin. Hearing this, SeoJun comes running toward SeoJun, asking to be slapped as well. SeoJun is confused by this behavior, but regardless he complies. He then does the same to Seon and SeoJun. The boys turn this into SeoJun's love ranking. The radder the palm print, the more SeoJun's love for them is. Yeojin wins the first place, while Kevin is second, Seon is third place, while SeoJun is last. Chan is sad as he wants one too. So do I, Uncle Chan, so do I. If you are enjoying this video, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to our channel. Continuing on with the story now. SeoJun refuses to give up, declaring that the love rankings should be decided on the last day, and he is determined to rank first that time. While the boys are bickering, they find out SeoJun is fast asleep while still smiling. While SeoJun was asleep, he dreamed about a world filled with music. This world had never-ending melodies and lots of musical instruments. In this world, the spirits of music were buried at the base of the spirit tree. The base of the tree also had many musical instruments. He dreamt about a special conductor's baton, which was like a magic stick for music. In this world, he was the spirit of the conductor's baton. This baton had a secret power. It could make music much better for the people connected to it. This baton spirit could make music sound up to 10 times better. He wanted to use this power to create the most amazing orchestra ever. This he could do if he used his abilities like they were meant to be used. However, he was different. He was a demon king in this last life. He watched people enjoying their music, their world beginning and ending with music, and found it both interesting and boring, and he expressed that he couldn't stand it. The baton spirit's troubling behavior hinted at a looming disaster, especially with the upcoming music competition. The baton spirit talked to the musicians, including the drum spirit and the piano spirit, suggesting that even though they were on different teams, they should all try their best. The baton spirit agreed and promised an excellent performance. The music competition was important. It honored the tree of spirits and aided in providing music for upcoming newborn spirits. This special event was reserved for the best music. During the competition, things started going wrong. The drum spirit, known for being skilled, began hearing voices berating his skills, and that made him doubt his abilities. This affected his performance and his connection with the baton spirit. The crowd was surprised to see his performance decline. The baton spirit's disdain and scorn towards other performers connected to him started being revealed. This made them all feel upset and affected their performances. The audience began to worry about the quality of the performances. As the baton spirit and his team got ready to perform, a series of events unfolded. The baton spirit's negative feelings affected the performers, causing confusion and chaos. This chaos even started to harm the special tree of spirits. As things got worse, the music stopped, and the baton spirit's treacherous plan became clear. The situation became chaotic, and it seemed like everything was falling apart. The performers realized that the baton spirit was responsible for this, and they tried to figure out how to stop him. The baton spirit, now obsessed with the terrible music and the deciling health of the tree, laughed evilly at the things unfolding in front of him. Despite this turmoil, the music started again. One of the spirits, the violin spirit, continued playing beautifully, showing resilience even in difficult times. Her music helped the special tree survive, even though it was in danger. The baton spirit faced consequences for causing this trouble and was executed. All of this troubled SeoJun, as he wished to forget his dark past, and he had nightmares about it. When he woke up, he felt guilty for what had happened and apologized to the tree. He was glad that the tree ended up surviving. While thinking back, he was embarrassed by his past actions and started crying. The idol group then rushed to SeoJun, trying to understand why Jenny was crying. Kevin thinks it might be because he is hungry. While SeoJun went and prepared the food, SeoJun was against eating, thinking that he was just sad and not hungry. However, after taking a bite, he realized that he was hungry. This made him conclude that he might have gotten the nightmare because he was hungry. Such bonding moments between SeoJun and the others made the bond between them grow. As the day ended, they tried to get SeoJun to sleep, but he was full of energy as this was still so much fun for him. They decided to sing together, and something magical happened. They realized that their singing had significantly improved. They then attempted to sing one of their own songs, a ballad from their upcoming album, which would be a good lullaby for SeoJun. SeoJun is proud of them as they were doing better using the skills he implemented on them than he expected. Chan was awestruck seeing them sing the song. He had heard them sing hundreds of times before, but they had never sung like they did as of this moment. He hurried to record them singing, wondering what exactly had changed. The boys sat down, catching their breaths after the performance to see SeoJun sleeping peacefully. This experience led them to make a promise. They would create music that conveyed their emotions to people, and this would be the music Brown Black would pursue. The focus then shifted to a man who, standing on his balcony, captivated by the beautiful music he had heard from upstairs. He wished he could find the song, but he couldn't. Next, we saw SeoJun playing with blocks. He had successfully stacked a block to the highest level, and he was excited. However, his fun was interrupted by Yejin, who made some changes to the tower of blocks, making the piece more symmetrical. This upset SeoJun, and he started scolding him in baby gibberish. Later, we see another segment in the show where they plan to make unique baby food with SeoJun's help. They will let SeoJun select different baby food ingredients and mix them together and make baby food that they will be tasting before SeoJun to assure his safety. Kevin is seen in the corner praying, hoping that baby food tastes good. SeoJun picked various ingredients which had different colors to them, hoping to make something delicious. However, the combination turned out to be very strange and not tasty at all. It looked burned. Everyone except SeoJun struggled with the taste. Despite the chaos, SeoJun enjoyed the meal. The scene then shifts to outside, and we see baby SeoJun looking adorable in his bunny cap. The boys agree as they are comforted looking at SeoJun's cuteness. SeoJun, who was a bit uncomfortable, decided to let it slide since they seemed so happy. As they prepare for their first outdoor concert, their connection with the orchestra conductor suddenly becomes active when they start performing. SeoJun is puzzled by this, but he had expected the skill to reactivate, even though it's not usually so quick to activate. This surprises even the director, who realizes that the previous day's unusual event wasn't a coincidence. If the team can maintain this momentum, they have a chance to succeed as the group Brown Black. This is just the beginning of their journey. After the performance, the boys are exhausted. Dr. Kim captures their performance on camera, while SeoJun sits beside her, impressed by them. He remembers how he transferred mana to the team when they were close, but now they have to rely on their own energy since he's far away. SeoJun wishes he could help, but he can't move. The director approaches the tired boys, reminding them to work on their physical fitness for their upcoming concert. This surprises the boys, and the director explains that they might have a concert in the near future based on their performance today. As they process this news, a man shouting interrupts them. They think he's upset about their park performance as they might have been too noisy, but he's actually curious about the song they were singing. While leaving, he promises them to buy their album when they debut and bids them farewell. This makes SeoJun really happy for them. The boys are whelmed with emotions and hug SeoJun while tearing up. They had been practicing for so long, but they were worried that their debut wouldn't go well. The boys were very happy to receive such praise. They promised to work even harder from then on. Seeing them crying makes SeoJun cry too. Man, I am crying too. The day ends with the boys decorating a Christmas tree together, even though they have to say goodbye to SeoJun after that night. It's tough for them to accept that their time with SeoJun is ending. They had grown close in just 48 hours. They make the most of their remaining time, and Park SeoJun surprises them by turning off the lights. This makes SeoJun hurl baby gibberish at him. He then hands a button to SeoJun, and on the count of 3, they reveal the beautifully lit Christmas tree. They wish SeoJun a Merry Christmas and promise to meet again with him next time. SeoJun is overjoyed, and the scene transitions to him at home, sitting on his mother's lap. He's happy and content. He had missed his parents. His parents notice the Christmas tree the boys had given them, and SeoJun's mother is touched by the thoughtful gesture. They find a letter in the tree from the boys, expressing their gratitude and promising to create cherished memories together. This warms their hearts. Minjun then expresses that he is a bit jealous that SeoJun had so much fun without him. SeoJun surprises everyone by saying "Daddy" for the first time. Eunhae then asks him to call her mommy, which SeoJun is able to comply with. Therefore, Lee SeoJun at the age of 8 months old was able to speak his first words. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to our new channel.